Hi and welcome to The Item. Today we're going to be talking about uniforms and scrubs, something in the health and social care sector which we need and wear every single day. It doesn't matter whether you're working in a hospital or a care home or a domiciliary company, it's something we need, something good quality, nice, comfortable, because we'll be wearing it for a long period of time. So today with me from ScrubsUK is Gill, who's going to tell us all about her amazing brand and a huge range which she actually has here. So welcome to The Item, Gill.
Yes, thank you.
And tell me about ScrubsUK. How was it born? What's your history?
Okay, so my father has been in the mail order industry for over 30 years, mail order and online shopping for medical and first aid supplies. Okay. So we sort of, it's in our blood, this sort of industry.
Yeah. About
7 years ago, we were unfortunate enough to be spending a lot of time in Alderhay Children's Hospital with my daughter, who was taken seriously poorly. We noticed after spending several weeks around the nurses that their uniforms were very plain, very almost drab, very much the same. And we just thought, you know, there must be something better that these people can wear, especially around children.
Absolutely.
So once Holly had recovered and we were back home, I started thinking more about what we'd seen, and we decided that we would expand our medical and first aid supplies into the clothing range. We spoke at length to the wonderful nurses that we'd met in Alderhay, and they sort of were really excited. They told us that the uniforms were quite often uncomfortable, and the colours were a little bit drab. So we put our ideas onto paper, and it took probably a good year to 18 months to come up with a design.
Okay.
We then were lucky enough to have our own factory already that produced sportswear. So we quickly converted what we were making and started producing our range of scrubs. It took us a few times before we got what we wanted, and eventually we came up with quite a unique fabric, which is very soft, almost a brushed cotton effect, so it's soft on the skin, comfortable to wear, very durable, and the most important thing, we have made them in beautiful bright colours, which suits the likes of children's hospitals, but also we find in care homes they want these bright coloured scrubs.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Again, because it's nothing nicer than injecting a good bit of colour into things. And I noticed you saying about the fabric as well. Again, very important, because people who are generally wearing scrubs are wearing for very long shifts. So it's very important. If you feel comfortable, you're going to be a happy person. If you're happier, you're going to work better.
Exactly, yes. And of course, the most important thing is that infection control. All our fabric, everything is passed to infection control. Okay. They can be washed at 60 degrees. If you actually put them in the washing machine, pull them out, hang them on a hanger, they don't even need ironing.
Oh,
so wow. Again, another thing, you know, the healthcare industry, they're working day in, day out. They need a different set of scrubs on every day. Yeah. You know, not everybody can afford so many sets, so this way they can wash them at night and have them ready for the next morning. Yeah,
that's fantastic. And no one likes ironing, so if you cut that out, it's saving electricity and time. So
that's both.
Well, that sounds a great journey. So whereabouts are you now?
So we now feel really proud of the product that we've created, and more importantly, we have actually achieved our vision. And going back all that time when we were sat in Alderhay, a really traumatic time for us, fast forward and we're now supplying Alderhay with their scrubs.
That's excellent. And did they pick a nice vibrant colour?
They did indeed. They wear purple.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes.
Excellent. So ScrubsUK is your brand. How about the other competition, or do you work with any other brands?
Yeah, absolutely. We supply all the major brands. We're official suppliers of Cherokee, Dickies, Koi, Orange Standard, Alexandra, to name but a few.
Wow.
Any scrubs we can supply them. And not only will we supply them at a very competitive rate. Fantastic.
And again, money is always very important.
Of course, you know, we understand that, you know, everybody, you know, nobody's got spare money that they want to throw away on scrubs, but it is of paramount importance that they wear them.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, going back to, it's important that you got something which is good quality, and it's going to last very well, and it's comfortable to wear at the right price.
Absolutely, definitely. Another point is as well, people want the personalisation, especially in care homes.
Yes.
So it's for the residents in the care homes, obviously a bright colour is always important. So we do fuchsia pink, turquoise, seal, royal blue. There's so many beautiful colours.
Yeah.
And what the residents also like to see is the name of whether it's the nurse, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a healthcare assistant. They love the fact that they can identify. So we do all the embroidery in-house.
Okay.
And because we have control over that, we can do that in as little as 24 to 48 hours.
Well, that's very quick.
Yes.
And again, so if I've got my own, say, care home, I can have my own logos and everything else like that?
Yeah, definitely. If you come to us, we will put your logo on, we will digitise it free of charge. I know a lot of companies charge for that digital files. We will do that free of charge for you. It doesn't matter if you're buying one set of scrubs, whether you're buying 500 sets of scrubs, we value everybody in the same way.
Well, that sounds absolutely fantastic. But it sounds like you really do care about your customers. So are you one of these companies which does go the extra mile?
Absolutely. We do pride ourselves on our customer service. We're one of the few companies now that actually you ring up, we answer the phone straight away. You don't have to press any buttons to get through to anybody.
No,
our team, we're quite a small team. As we said, we're a family-run business, a small team. You will always get through to a human being at the end of the phone. And like every other business, we do make mistakes occasionally, but the important thing is we will always put them right. So yeah, we really take customer service seriously.
Well, that's really good. And again, I like the fact that I can actually ring up a person and I'm not going to be sent from option 1, option 2, option 3, because that can be incredibly frustrating.
Definitely, yes.
Well, Gill, thank you very much. It's been absolutely amazing learning about your company. It sounds like you're really going on an incredible, well, come from an incredible journey, and you've got a huge future ahead of you, without a doubt.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much, Gill.
Okay.
So that's Scrubs UK Premium range. A fantastic wide range of colours, very comfortable, stylish and perfect in the health and social care sector. Now, they've come a long way from their days way back in Alderhay Hospital, which was their goal originally, to change and bring in some colour and comfort into them uniforms. They achieved that. Not only have they achieved that, they've now gone on, you'll find them in King's College Hospital, in Great Ormond Street and even Medway Hospital, and they're still growing. And the reason why they're still growing, it isn't just the great quality and comfort of their product, it's also their passion for customer service, something they pride themselves on, which goes a long way. And also, don't forget, it's personalised. Personalisation, you can have your own brands, your own logos, anything you like. You can make it yours. So that's Scrubs UK Premium, item number U101.